Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope that everybody's doing well out there. It's beautiful to see you. I see a couple of folks already having joined the live stream today. I see Lifting Chick and Snow. I see Birdie and I see Rash. People from all over the world, United States, Brazil, New Zealand, I believe it is, Netherlands. So a few other folks out there. Let me get a sound check, make sure that everybody's hearing me okay, enjoying their morning. I see you, Chia. Great to see you. Red, it's great to see you as well. And I gotta tell you, I love this mug. I've gotten mugs for like every season, and this one is one of my favorite ones. It holds like 20 ounces of coffee, which is if you know me, I can't, you know that I can't survive without some coffee. Hey, Gio, how are you? I hope that you're doing great in your new state. I know that you've been keeping up with what's going on the Discord. And, give me one second. I gotta get better at this sometimes, is putting the do not disturb on my phone. But anyways, it's great to see you. Hey, Paola, nice to see you. It's great to see you guys. Clinto, so I'm still getting used to it. I mean, I know a lot of you have YouTube names that are different from in-game, but as we continue to do these live streams, I get to know you guys a little bit better, and we get to have some fun with it, because now we get to connect on a different level. And today, I'm super excited about this week to begin with. Number one, I hope that everybody had a great Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope that Santa was good to you. I hope that you were on the nice list or on the good naughty list, if you know what I mean, in order to be able to get everything that you want and to be able to give to those in your family and loved ones and friends. I hope that you guys had a very safe holidays. I hope that you guys got to enjoy it. Don't take that for granted. I tell you this out of the bottom of my heart. Things can happen in life. You know, a good moment can be a sour one. So whenever you have those good moments, just really focus in on those, magnify them, and make them that much better. And it's a great segue because that's what we're actually going to be doing this week. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this thing. I tell you, ever since we were thinking about leaving 1166 to 1181, really started to throttle down on growth, right? And you know, we had Odin, we had Jan, we had Harry, we had a bunch of people in war that were just really great players, really strong to begin with, and it wasn't needed to max out, but I was holding on to a lot of resources that would allow me to do that. And when we got to the point where it became obvious that, you know, in order for us to maintain the relationships and friendships as good as they can be, and now if you saw my Canyon Clash video that I just posted up this morning, we went against the 1181 war and 1237 war, and we said hello in the chat, and they didn't say anything back. I kind of felt bad for that. You know, it wasn't until Fern said something like 20 minutes, 25 minutes later. Harry did reach out to me afterwards and said GG's the same way. You know, obviously a nice guy. But that was it. Not many other people did. I thought that we were friends. I hope that we still remain friends, but I'm kind of starting to see that distance is making us grow apart. Hopefully that's not true. So if you're from 1181 War visiting today or watching this, hey, you know, reach out, say hi, see how you guys are doing. I hope that you guys are doing well and all the best in prep. But when we were moving to 1146, we didn't have that big of players. We had, you know, we have Bourbon Fletch. You know, I don't have a lot of relationship with him. We've talked probably off and on for the majority of the time that I've been playing. We encountered them a few times in Foundry back when we were in 1125. We've had a really great relationship with Bay and Foxy and a lot of the folks and the HEL Alliance, and a lot of the folks now coming into it with UNX and TAL. Really great players, really great people. But we needed another whale. We needed another big whale in order to remain competitive as a state. And thankfully, a lot of the savings that I had going on really pulled through. So, you know, today for day one of prep, it's obviously construction, which I don't have anything to do there, but we also have CHARMS. And when we're looking at the current score of 1.5 billion to 1 billion, that's pretty nice. But this is day one, and it can be anybody's game. And the 1178 is pretty strong to begin with. You have 3 to 4 max pet players, which means that they're, you know, mega whales. They've got maxed experts, they've got max charms and max chief gear, and they've got all the max stuff that would make it very difficult for a state like us to be able to compete against them in Castle. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that with the upgrades that the team and myself are going to be doing this week, we're going to make that much tougher on them at minimum, and our hopes would be to take Supreme President this time around. So I did a couple of things to prepare, and if you guys have been following my channel, I advised folks that we got to change the plans with our experts. And you guys can guess it. We go from Romulus, Fabian, and so on. Well, actually, it's Cyril, Holger for everyone, and then you got Romulus, Fabian for Wales, whereas you've got Baldur, and then, you know, et cetera, for free to play. But Valyria adds an interesting twist, and this was one that in the Alliance I asked several times to several groups of people, what would you do if you were in my shoes? If you got a plan to max Romulus, and I still think that that's number one because that's a global benefit. You've got Valyria versus Fabian. So you've got Fabian, Foundry, Tundra Arms League versus Valyria, which is state versus state. Which one matters the most? And I think at that in the end of it, everybody was saying that go Fabian because Foundry happens twice a month, and Tundra Arms League happens every other month, and it's a big interstate gameplay. But then you've got Valyria in order to do that every month, and there's, I think that this is more bragging rights at this point when you're going one-on-one against another state in order to hold that castle or win in prep. You know, it speaks volumes of who you guys are as a state. So I advise everyone to stop what they were doing, including Fabian, including all progression, and focus on Valyria as best as they could on the first 2 skills only. And the first skill is giving you 20% boost to your to the points that you earn. And then the second skill gives you additional medal rewards. So one is pro state, 100% pro state. More points that you make, or is the more points that the state makes. And then the second one, you get rewarded more handsomely for the efforts that you're putting into. So produce more points, get more rewards. Both of those are kind of going hand in hand. So I went ahead beforehand, before prep, and I did get Valyria up to 72 like you see her today in order to max out her first skill. So her first skill can be maxed out at level 70, and that gives me a 20% boost to everything that else. And then those 2 additional levels came from just regular treks and finding things out. Because by the time that I got her to 70, I was out of affinity materials, and I hope that I didn't shoot myself in the foot for Fabian later on this week. But I think that I'm good there. So anyways, without further ado, anybody disagree about Valyria versus Fabian? I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think? Should a whale... This is whale, right? Rally lead, whale focused, you know, Foundry, lovin', Canyon, swearin', SVS preppin' type of guy like me. Would you go Fabian or would you go Valyria? And Valeria's only for skill, first or second skill. Those are the only 2 that we're talking about here. What do you guys think? Atlas. Hey, Atlas. I haven't seen your name before. What do you guys think? Herr Kaiser, nice to see you, sir. Hey, I really like what you're doing in 1123. I see that you're wearing some new digs. I don't think that there could have been anybody better that could have gone to, and you know what I mean. So super happy for you. Take good care of that account. Make sure that it lives up to its name. I only speak baby shrimp, not whale. Unless you speak raggedy, then that's like That's for everybody. Atlas, oh, from 792. I love meeting people from much older states that are in hero generations ahead of ours, because it's great to get. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's great to get information from you guys and your experience with those heroes. So a lot of people ask me, it's like, oh, you need to put your Gen 9 hero guide video out there, or your Gen 8 or whatnot. I really don't like putting a guide off of information that I've received secondhand. So if I go to Woz Nerds, or if I'm looking at other content creators that do a beautiful job at explaining things, it's part of the research, but it isn't my answer. So when I'm looking at like the 14 joiner bear rally that we were doing a long time ago, and they tell you to use 1 infantry, that's something to test out and see if it works for you. It doesn't work for us, and it doesn't work for the majority of our alliance. And that's our experience. And I think that's part of the value that we like to provide to you guys, is that we're trying to look at the game again from a different perspective and see what works and not just accept it. So when we were going from 50-20-30 to 60-40, we tested. When we're looking at 60-40 and then looking at 50-10-40 or 50-0-50, we test it. And we provide the information at that point in time in the game that works for us or doesn't work for us, and then we give that information to you. And I say we because it's not just a one-man show. Everybody in Bug obviously contributes with information and help and guidance in a lot of different ways. They practically run the Bug Alliance. I just kind of stand in to help make decisions from time to time. But that's kind of what we go there. So Atlas, it's great to meet you. I appreciate that you're a fan. I appreciate that you're a big fan, and I would love to hear from you in game. Love to hear what your experiences are in the 700 states with the hero gen that you're in. What are you guys running? What are you guys not running? You know, what are your whales using? What are your free-to-play people and mid-spenders looking at? That kind of thing. I would love to hear from you on that stuff. All right. Hey, nice to see you, Harsham. 11:59. Awesome. I'm tired of listening to Lakey. Hey, Lakey's a beautiful guy. I tell you, he's very smart, super strategic. You know, shout out to 11:59 and TMZ, TMS. I know that somebody stole the name, but you guys are always going to be TMS to me, the troublemakers out there. Beautiful job in SNW, going all the way to the finals against Han. I really love that I got to see you guys at work from behind the scenes and vote on you when there was like a landslide 99%, millions of votes against, and you guys pull out the win in the semifinals to get into the finals of Tundra Arms League. Just a beautiful job overall, extremely well executed, and I think that's a big thanks to Lakey, High Voltage, and a number of other, and you know, Bugs Bunny and a bunch of other folks that are there. Snowy, good to see ya. All right, so I got to get to this because fingers are itching. So I've been at it for quite a bit. Like, I need to make sure that I've got all my mats. My question: have you also noticed Gwen being a bad bear joiner? Some kind of problem with her? Yes. So not gonna lie, when we didn't have as many whales as we do now, so we've got a considerable amount of power today. Gwen was all right. You know, she was on our list. But now we're seeing when Gwen joins the big rallies like Godfather, Ox, Ace, Rim, KBD, Beans, Keen, etc., like all those, we notice that they do less damage overall. I also notice that when I'm running Gwen with the same formation as another joiner, I do less damage, even though I'm considerably more powerful from a stats perspective than the other folks. So that's a good call out. Probably a little bit more testing than what's needed, but I've noticed that with Gwen, that she's not as good as she once was. Yeah, it was crazy. Tundra Arms League. I got to watch that from the eyes of an innocent bystander in your state, and see the excitement that you guys had and the hurrahs afterwards. You guys really did a phenomenal job. So once again, kudos. No, we don't have Blanchett yet. So where are we? Generation 9? Yeah, Generation 8. So Generation 9 should probably be released to us in about a couple of weeks. I could check that out. So just to double check, I've got a bunch of materials here. Later on this week, I hope you guys tune in. I've never opened this many hero boxes before. I will roughly have 18,000 hero boxes to open. And some of the testing that I want to do here is looking at the percentage gained when we open at 30 versus 100 boxes at this quantity. I've done another video before where I opened roughly 7,000 boxes, 30 at a time, and it gave us about 1.61 return on open. So this should expectedly give me about 178 pieces or so. You know, we'll see where we come out to. So we're going to go ahead. I got 555 charm materials. So we're going to go ahead and open those up. So it gives me a whopping 860 and 830. So that's about 200 secrets right out of the gate if I were to, take those and convert them. See what other goodies I got over here that I can open up. Opening some treasure boxes. So we're going to open up all the goodies. This for helping people. This should be just some simple stuff. You guys want me to open the labyrinth treasures? Yeah. Maybe I'll hold on to that. Oh, it should be at 1,000 by the end of the week, and we'll hold on to that because that should be giving us what? What do you give us here? Do you give us any charms? No. No, so it doesn't give us any charms. We'll hold off on those for a little bit. These will open up when Chief Gear on Friday. Hope you guys turn in for that. The same as this one, and we should be good. But do I get anything for here? No, we'll open that for Hero Day. And this, we don't need just yet. So we'll probably open this up tomorrow. So we got quite a few stuff. Yep. Been saving a lot, as you could see. So hopefully you guys tune in to see that, and I could share the experience with you. But I should be good on the charm. Where are you? Yeah. So I've got 1,336 secrets. I've got 10,000 designs and 12,000 guides. That's months worth of saving and conversion in order to get to that number. Could have maxed out charms earlier on, but like I said before, I reserved it for the state. So when you get your big whales spending everything and they're maxing out, and you get against a big tough state in prep, it's always good if somebody can burn out some numbers. Just more of a strategy play than anything else. So don't think I was sandbagging against the state. It was more pro state. The other thing that I was thinking is that if I got too far away from the alliance from a stats perspective, we could be matched in Canyon and Foundry against teams that we would have no possibility of being competitive against. And it's happened to us before, and we could see what big mega whales can do. Just one or two of them can wreak havoc. I mean, our last Foundry, I hope you guys watch this video when I post it today or tomorrow, but it was a really good Foundry. Probably the best Foundry that we've ever played. We were definitely the underdogs here against a 2.6 and a 1.4 billion power maxed out everything whales, and it took the team to make that happen. So all that stuff. Oh, his birthday was yesterday. Hey, Lackey, if you're hearing this, or Lakey, if you're hearing this, happy belated birthday to you, brother. Hope you're well. And her Kaiser just said, who are you upgrading as a whale? I think that as a whale doesn't have an option. You got to get them all, and you got to upgrade them all. There's no option. Like, there's a lot of conversation in terms of how much time they are relevant. And, you'll hear 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. So kind of like hero rotation gens. For a whale, you need as much of an edge as possible every single time. So a whale is maxing them all. You're getting them all. You're maxing them all. Bob's your uncle. Have a nice day. And make that work. All right. So here, let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. You guys excited? I'm super excited. All right. Charm 16. Let's get these popping. And I love that they added the interval upgrades, so you don't have to have it all in order to get to the next one. Very similar how they did it on the Chief Gear. This is definitely the way to go. Order. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them as they become available. If we have a Tundra Arms League before the next state versus state, I'm gonna get them all. So I think that even for Tundra Arms League, you're going to have to Get them all. Tundra Arms packets allow you to get the shards for all 3 heroes, which is how you can max out those heroes well before like Lucky Wheel Hero or King of Icefield and all that stuff comes about. So I'm getting them all, whatever order that they appear. That's the order I'm gonna get them. So daily deals, Tundra Arms League, and then if Tal's coming around, they're gonna be maxed by that event anyways. All right, so here we go. Gonna start with infantry as always. Gonna get this one up. Boom, the first one to 16. Tell you, this is a boom. Second one to 16. These guys are 16 already. 16. So that was what? That was my Lancer. So they're all good. All right. Boom. Love it. I love it. This is exciting. Let me get some fire emojis in the chat. I mean, for the people that don't really play this game, they probably scroll through and they see some dude clicking a button and watching something go shiny on their screen, and they think nothing of it. But for those of us that play this game, we know that this has been a lot of effort, a lot of saving, a lot of events being played in order to get to that point. And I was looking at those secrets. I was like, oh man, it feels like I was running out, but perfect. We got Charms 16 all the way around. Charms are now maxed. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is super good looking right now. And the most important part of all. Ooh, hold on, hold on. We got to take an intermission here. Do I have enough? Yes. Oh, that's right. Got that payment. There we go. Ooh, gotta get that. Don't need those right now. Don't need that. And we should be good to go. All right. So what's our contribution to the state? Here's Valyria. And I wish that I could look at just this piece. Hey, we got excellent. Hey, getting books and learning speedups and affinity and sigils. I'll take that. So 22.9 million for the state with the 20% buff. Not a bad deal at all. And oh, look at KBD right there. Got FC10. KBD, if you're listening to this, congratulations on your FC10 last night. I know that was a big one coming, so congratulations. Grumpy, Bug, Rookie, Widow, and Kai Kai. Excellent. Oh, look at these numbers right there. Great job. This is a lot of Charms and Fire Crystal Furnace level upgrades. So congratulations, fellas and ladies. Congrats to you guys. That's excellent. And let's see how we're looking at right now. So at 1.6 to about 1.1, about a 500 million difference. It could be anybody's game. Once again, they got a lot of max players. They could already be at FC10. They could already have max Charms for all we know. Well, we know because we got good spies. We know. So they're not going to score a lot during day one. Time to really tell in any one of these preps is going to be by training day. If you've got max players, this is usually the day that they flex and they, catch up in big numbers. We're going to continue to push, obviously, on everything that we've got on the upgrades. I'm super happy that I got Valyria up to maxed level 1 skill to get that extra 20%. It makes everything worth it. And tomorrow, we're going to come right back almost at the same time, probably 17 UTC, 11 a.m. Eastern, where I'm at, to play the Lucky Wheel Hero and look at what we do. Let's see. Book of Knowledge, Expert Sigils, which is what we're going to be using. So we're going to be maxing out. Ooh, I'm excited about this one too. Get to max out Romulus. Get to max out Fabian. Put a solid dent on Valyria in order for us to get the capacity, the lethality, and all those bonuses for the battle that's going to happen on Saturday. And thank you very much. I appreciate that. I tell you that I stand with Godfather. Like, I'm trying not to look at it, but it makes me emotional every time. I know where that comes from. It was a very difficult time in the game. I almost quit. I think a lot of people almost quit. And really, that gets me every time. It moves me very much. All right. So let me share with you a couple of things that we got going on. So for tomorrow, we will come back. We got to click the buttons. We're going to come back. And we got all of Romulus to do. So we've got some learning left over. I've got plenty of speed ups in order to get that done. I don't mind clicking on this right now because it counts. Just to look at the speed. I don't have to do that. So we're going to max this out. I may crunch some of these numbers because these points count for today. So I'm about 21 billion, and I think I need like 24 billion or so. Let me just double check. Don't want to click that one. The new interface that they put is not as intuitive, and it's definitely prone for misclicking. So anyway, he's got plenty of speed ups for learning. I should be able to cover everything that's remaining on Romulus, everything that's remaining and hasn't even started on Fabian, and put in a good solid hit on Valyria. Hopefully get her up as well. I got to look at her numbers. I was still putting them onto my spreadsheet last night, but we are going to be looking good for Romulus. Fabian I'm very excited about because I love Foundry. And I'm looking to be competitive in Thunder Arms League. So he is at almost nothing. So to consider that we were able to beat 2 max whales and a bunch of strong players with a max Fabian and a max Romulus says that we're on the right track with what we're doing. Once we max it as well, it's going to be a solid game changer. So we got that coming. And let me go here. So we've got about 879 days of general speed ups. I don't mind if the other state sees this. You know, it is what it is. 240 days of troop training, which isn't that much in the grand scheme of things when you're considering things right now. I'm at 1.4 billion. A lot of the folks are already pushing into the 3 billions, high 2s. I'm never going to get to that high. That's a considerable effort there. Research is not being used right now. Once T12s come out, which if I were to guess is probably anywhere between 3 to 6 months, depending on how aggressive the game wants to push out, I can almost guarantee that it'll be in that 5 to 6 month range because the game's financials look lower during the summer months than they do in the winter months. So they will probably push that out in order to get people to really rush for that. In a big way, and we're anxious to see what's happening from a materials requirement. If they're going to pull that funny business about a new material that doesn't exist in the game today, so you can't get to it. Likely to be 105 days of learning speed ups. I need roughly around 400 total, so I look to have maybe 600 to 700 general speed ups in total for troop training potentially. And, you know, Chief Gear is going to be maxed out, and Hero Gear is what we're going to be working on next. And for Hero Gear, doing pretty good. 550 Mithrils. Big thanks to what we were getting in the Christmas event for free. Big thanks to what we were getting in the voting and the betting on Tundra Arms League. We got everything that we need here forward, and we've got some savings for what may be coming with the game in the future. Pets, I'm hoping to do a pretty good dent on it. So I'm not a max pet person right now. I've got roughly, well, exactly 1,800 advanced, 5,200 common. I'm hoping that that'll get us into like maxed pet environment. And let me just see kind of where that looks like right now. Neighboring states. Total pet power. So Dimmy is at 58. So 58 looks to be the max. Okay, let me see where I'm at. So I'm really far away. So they're at 58. I need about another 10 million points in pets. I don't know what that's going to look like. We're going to check that out. Awesome. So Lena, I see you. It's great to see you guys. Appreciate you all. So let's do this. Do me a favor. If you're watching the show right now, if you made it all the way to the end of the show right now, do me a favor. Post in the chat, I stand with Godfather, and I will include you into a lucky spin raffle for tomorrow. So I'm going to look at everything that's been going on, see everything that we got today, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a raffle, do a Christmas, New Year gift to one lucky viewer today. Yes, beefy Godfather, going to the mega whale size status. Okay, so I got lifting chick. So if you're one of the 18 people viewing this right now, got it. I got Birdie, I got Snow, I got Red. I got Snowy. Hey, I heard that you were sick not too long ago. I'm glad that you're feeling better, by the way. Excellent. Lena. Geo. I got you, Geo. I am nobody. What's your name in game? Yeah, it means a lot. Well, too bad I can't talk. Body, what's your name in game? Oh, why isn't it letting me post it? Hold on. There we are. Corner there. All right, so tune in tomorrow. I don't think I have you on my friends list in game, or in one of our discords or whatnot. So I don't want you to miss it. We did a raffle last time. Somebody that's a fan that watches the lives and all that stuff won. They won the raffle, and we couldn't get a hold of them. I couldn't tag them. I can't get a hold of them through YouTube, and I didn't have a way to get a hold of them through Whiteout Survival. So if you can do me a favor, tune in tomorrow around the same time. We'll hold the raffle then, just in case that you're the winner. You can claim it. Last time it went pretty funny. The guy didn't show up to claim his prize, so it went to the backup, which was Burbs, and Burbs gifted it forward to Keen to help her with her transfer, and essentially Keen got the cash in order to come over to the state. Great. So I am nobody. I got Snowy. I got Widow. Yeah, good to see you here, Widow. I got Ox. Oh, okay. I thought it was Red Rum. Gotcha, Rim. Thank you. User XN1, the same thing I just said for Nazir goes to you. Since I don't know who you are in the game via YouTube, please tune in tomorrow. We'll hold the raffle up front. We'll do it in the very beginning. So that way we know exactly who the winner is and we can get a hold of you. We can then go ahead and send you some Frost Stars. Yeah, it makes sense. Great. Well, guys, thank you so very much. It was a pleasure to be here with you guys today. We crunched out Charm 16. Super excited about that until the game goes ahead and creates like Charms 20. But for now, we have max Charms, which puts us into the competitive league with lethality and health. Hopefully. And the only hope that I have from maxing out my Charms is that I can beat Rim in Bear with my joiners. That's like really, really hoping for that. Just kidding. He does a wonderful job there. But we will be back here tomorrow to go ahead and max out the experts. We want to get in depth in terms of the experts and how they work and how they function and why they have really changed the mantra and the meta of the game, where it's not just what it used to be before. They are essentially equivalent to pets, but much more linear and more time consuming to get than what you get with the pets. So I think it's what pets intended to be, but now they've really kind of tuned it in. And I would love to get some hypothesis from you guys. Like, what new experts do you think that they're going to launch? What event is not being covered? And we should also talk about Wild Brawl, the new event that happened during this one, Christmas, and get your thoughts on what you thought of it. I loved it, but I have a very different perspective than what you may have. So I will talk to you guys then. Love you. Miss you. Stay safe out there during this holiday season. If you tune in tomorrow, phenomenal, and thank you. If we don't catch up, Happy New Year to you and your family and all yours. And as always, 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 stay spicy. Bye, all. Cheers.